Hello everyone, welcome to the preview show delivered by FedEx. I'm your host Alan Cavana. Back with us, NASCAR.com analyst Chris Rice. Chris, your team was in Road America. I was in Sonoma with the Sprint Cup Series. You ready to go back to some oval racing though?
I love oval racing, but how exciting has this road course racing been? In the rain, all that stuff they had at Road America, and then the way it played out at Sonoma. Cool. I mean, what a beautiful country. The 99 car gets a win. Who would have ever thought he could win? You know, it was pretty exciting. And they're talking about, let's put the road courses in the chase. Why not? Fans, vote for that. Let's get it in the chase.
Yeah, and another exciting race coming up this weekend. We're heading to Kentucky, a track that's still something of a mystery to the Sprint Cup Series. They've only raced there 3 times. Saturday night will be race number 4. And while it is an intermediate track, it certainly has its own distinct characteristics. Chris, you know something about getting a driver in a car around that track. What do teams need to focus on to find success at Kentucky Speedway?
They're going to focus a lot on all the bumps that have been created at Kentucky. For years, we went and tested there with the Cup cars back before they were able to run the NASCAR stuff there, and it's getting more and more bumpy every year. And it's just because it is what it is. You go across a tunnel getting in turn 3, you're a little loose. You watch these cars move up and down the front straightaway. Big bump right at the start-finish line. So with the new package that NASCAR has gave these Cup guys being low like they are, they're going to really have to work on keeping that splitter as flat as they can keep it, getting all the downforce that they can get, because the lower they can get that to the ground, the more downforce, and that's going to have them the winner.
Where they are on the track, is there any way to avoid these bumps?
No way to avoid the bumps. It's no way absolutely to avoid the bumps. They all the way across the racetrack, especially on the front straightaway. You know, it's no way to get around the bumps at Kentucky.
All right, and that leads us to this week's social poll. Which previous Kentucky winner has the best shot of getting win number 2 at the track? Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, or Matt Kenseth? You can vote at NASCAR.com/social. We want to hear from you. Now, 2 of the drivers I just named are from Gibbs Racing, a team that has been struggling lately. They have 3 championship caliber drivers, but in the last 2 races, no top 10s for that entire organization. Now, Chris, there's so much talk about off-the-track stuff, about what Gibbs may do next year in 2015. Will they go to 4 cars? Eventually, does all the team talk, the sponsor talk, does any of that start affecting this year?
Well, I seen a quote that Carl Edwards said after the race that, you know, I think it's being blown out of proportion more than really what it is. No, I don't think that's bothering the Gibbs cars at all. These guys are working really hard. Darian Grubb, Jason Ratcliffe, Dave Rogers, all these guys are working real hard to make that program better. And let me tell you something, with the support Toyota gives them and everything they do in their shop, they will be good when it comes time to turn up the volume, turn up the wick, whatever you want to call it, chase time. The only thing is, we got to get in the chase right now. That's a problem. They got to be able to get in the chase. So to do the things they got to do, the 11 car has a win, but they got to be able to get in the chase. These guys with Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth, Denny Hamlin, they will get it better, and they will be good when it comes chase time.
All right, maybe they'll turn things around this weekend. So let's pick some winners, though. Who are you picking to win in Kentucky?
Let's go back to Vegas. Yes, as you can see right here, who was the winner at Vegas, even though he won because of Dale Earnhardt running out of gas? I'm going with the 2 car. I think I picked the 2 car at Vegas, too. I'm going to go with the White Deuce again. I feel that Paul has the bumps down. Him and Brad know what they need to do when they go to a bumpy racetrack, because Vegas is bumpy. So I'm going with the 2 car this weekend.
We've got some video. Keselowski had a bad crash there last year. Are you sure you want to stick with that pick?
Keselowski's had a lot of bad crashes. Remember when he crashed at the road course in Kershaw and he busted up his ankle and he goes on to run good that week? He's over that crash already. He's ready to go.
All right, good pick. Probably wrong though, because I was high on Team Penske.
Have you beat me yet?
Maybe, I don't know. You know, I was high on Team Penske. Still am. But you'd be foolish to pick against the Hendrick Motorsports cars right now, especially with the way they're running on intermediate tracks. You could pick any of their cars really. So I'm going with Dale Earnhardt Jr. I'm going to appease the nation. I can hear him screaming from here. But really, Dale Earnhardt Jr. We know how he's running. He has 2 wins already this year. But the reason I'm picking him, he just finished 3rd in Sonoma. Who is this guy? This is a different year for Dale Earnhardt Jr., so he's going to go out and win Kentucky because he's got the engine, he's got the drive. I think he's going to do it.
I thought I heard Junior Nation because of what you're wearing, this pink and white outfit. That's why we heard Junior Nation, not because who you picked.
Don't forget this.
And then he has the blue in his pocket.
A little red, white, and blue, a little bit. You know, go America. So, all right, Chris Rice, thank you for joining us here on the preview show.
Colonel
delivered
Sanders.
by FedEx. That's not funny. Thank you for joining us on the preview show delivered by FedEx. Have a great weekend, everybody. Colonel Sanders.
Gotcha.
The chicken guy.
The chicken guy.